Guys, my special guest today is Anna.
Hi.
So I don't know. I think I rank this one probably number two.
Number two? What's
Yeah.
number one?
Number one is three still. It's 3, 2, or no, 3, 4, 1, 2.
For me, it's really hard to rank them because they're all so great. I think they're all just really comparable. My favorite is probably number one still.
Number one?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then this one.
It's not a garbage movie, I guess. It's really good. It was unnecessary, but not garbage. Guys, welcome back. This is my third video now, and I appreciate all the support you guys have given me. And I wanted to kind of bring in my girlfriend Anna to talk about this because she's passionate about all the cartoon movies and Pixar and everything like that as well. So she has a lot to chime in about too. But Toy Story 4, in the end, I don't think it was an unnecessary movie. I think like maybe when it first came out, like when they first announced they were going to do Toy Story 4, it was pretty unnecessary idea because they ended it so well with the third one.
Yeah.
And now that it's out, I thought it was really good. I was amazed by it.
Yeah. I thought they were going to end it at 3, but the fourth one was definitely worth having them make it.
The acting was great. Everybody came back. Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, everybody came back. The best coming back character was Bo Peep. I think the same actress, the voice actress, still came back for that
I think
too.
it was her, yeah.
But I think it was pretty good. I think the only negative with it is that it really brings in, like the idea that this is just Woody's movie. Like it doesn't have any. It has other characters, but they're not really a big part of it. You have a bunch of returning characters, but they're hardly in it. They're on the side, and you have Woody, and then all these new characters, and it's not a negative. Some people I think that will upset a lot.
Yeah, I definitely miss all the Rex, Slink, Jesse, all of those guys. They're still in it, but just not as much as I would have liked because I love those characters. But
right,
all of the Toy Story movies, they always introduce a new character. Like number 2, it was Jesse and what's the horse?
And Bullseye.
Bullseye.
And Stinky Pete.
Yeah, Stinky Pete. That one was great. But they always introduce new characters and mostly focus the movie on that. So this one is definitely doing it a little bit more than the other 3, I would say.
Right. I think that was I think they noticed that too because when 3 came out, it was you had all the characters come together and they all got a pretty good amount of screen time.
Yeah,
they
just acted as a team.
Right, and they were thrown out of their element, and then they got put into this daycare with Lotso and this big, horrible, powerful dictator villain. They all had to kind of work together, and that was really good about the third one. And then even the way the third one ended, with Andy just kind of passing them off and just the so long partner kind of thing, and all that just made it a big emotional ending. And so this originally was going to be a trilogy, and then they added a fourth one. But with all that, I think that's why this can kind of falter down on some people because you end it with all.
It ended so great, so people just have really high expectations for this one.
Yeah, and even like I said, the characters just making them all work together, having the characters you know and love, and still throwing new ones in, having that, but then having that element and end that way, and then bring this next movie in, and it's pretty much just Woody's story. So none of them hardly get as much, definitely don't get as much screen time as him and Bo Peep. They're the two main characters.
Yeah, because Woody obviously was Andy's first toy, and so this one just focuses on Woody dealing and adjusting with being away from Andy and just his new, purpose in life, trying to make Bonnie's life better and make her happy as her toy. But then, he just kind of gets forgotten about in the closet a little bit, which is just heartbreaking for Woody. So then the first thing, Forky's introduced, the new character.
Forky.
So he makes sure that Bonnie has Forky because that little fork just makes her so happy.
Yeah, he plays
That's his main goal.
Yeah, he plays a hero role, which he always has been. But I don't know, it's kind of it's not a complete negative. It didn't drag the movie down for me because I liked all the characters and I wanted to see, Slink, and you wanted to see Buzz Lightyear and Jesse and all these people come back in and have a big role just like they had in the third one. You're oh, this is going to be the same kind of thing, and it's not. And it's not a big negative. I think it's just kind of a letdown. But the writing for the movie is really good. They push the story where he ends up, at the carnival and then at the antique store, and the characters they introduce there. I think that's pretty cool. I think where 3 took all of everybody's childhood and kind of knew that these people that grew up as children were now adults, and they made 3 more of an adult movie. this one kind of goes back to like Pixar creating a movie for kids again. Like, it does have an emotional thing at the end. It's like a happy emotional moment because you see where like these characters are living up to.
I think my only nitpick with it was that you don't get to see those characters that you love as much, but I like it. You know, there's just it. I don't know. Shows Woody's like hard time like going through the adjustment of like being without Andy and then just being kind of the forgotten toy. So he just kind of is trying to find his new purpose in life. So I think it is really appealing to adults still.
It is.
I think like I will always love like Disney and kids movies because they always do like play towards adults too.
Toward adults.
So it's just like, you know, once you've kind of lived your life and had your purpose, and then like Woody has to find like his next step in life, which he does with Bo Peep when they're reunited.
Yeah, he does. I think.
And Bo Peep was like
Bo Peep
huge. She like almost made the movie. I think.
She was a badass.
Yeah,
like she came like even the beginning scene in this one, they kind of do like a little flashback, just seeing Bo Peep again. And just seeing where she like leads off, why she's not in the third one, or you just see her in 1 and 2. Why she's not in the third one, they kind of throw a little flashback of why that is.
Yeah.
Just
kind of like introduce her.
Right, and you see like where she was, and then like when you see her again later on in the movie, she just turns into this biggest badass. Also, another thing I didn't like about as much about this movie was Woody was just a pain in the ass, because Woody would be on a journey. Yeah, and he just like would be on a mission doing something, tell the rest of the whoever he's with, whatever toy he was with, hey, meet me here. I'm doing this. And then he would branch off and do something else.
I'm like, dude, they're waiting for you.
Yeah, and they'd just be sitting there with their thumbs up their asses, waiting for Woody to be there.
Woody saves like 10 freaking toys.
Yeah, Woody already has like toys he's saving under his arm, and they're like, oh shit, I just passed another toy that I have to save. I guess I gotta do this too. And it's just it just made the journey for him a lot longer. And maybe they're just trying to add more story and element and more characters, but it was just like unnecessary. And I'm like, Woody, come on. I get that he's the heroic type, and he's just like, and he's like this big, like, powerful figure for the rest of the toys, but there's got to be a point where you're just like, dude,
let's go. Like, you have
stop.
one mission, yeah. We're just trying to wait for him to get to that finish point, and he just keeps going and going and going, but I don't know. That's just who Woody is, I guess.
I don't
know. It made it for, like, a really funny, like, it introduced, like, a lot of funny moments, too. While the other toys were, like, waiting for Woody, there was, like, lots of other stuff going on. Like Buzz Lightyear listening to like his inner voice. That part was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that is really good. Just Woody explaining the inner voice, and then Buzz just pushing the buttons on his chest because his voice box speaks, so he thinks that's what the inner voice is. And it
worked out.
Coincidentally, every time he needed something, he'd push it, and it would help him whatever he was doing. But no, I think the movie's really good. Obviously, it is. It's not completely unnecessary. It is a little unnecessary. They could have ended on 3, obviously. Everybody will tell you that. And anybody that is boycotting the movie for some stupid reason because they think it should have ended on 3 and they just don't want to pay attention to 4, it's stupid. I think it's still worth the watch.
Absolutely.
It's not unnecessary completely. It is in terms of they could have ended it on 3. But with 4, I see where they wanted to take the journey for the rest of the toys. Like 3 was a journey from the toys with Andy, and 4 is now a journey from the toys, like where they all ended up. And I don't know, it played out beautifully. I think even the last line that you hear from one of the toys, I think it's pretty beautiful too. And I think this was a good movie. It wasn't bad. It had its negatives for me, like in terms of Woody and then not as much screen time for the rest of the toys, and that's a negative, but not a huge downfall.
Just, a couple of like irritating moments, but like it was still super funny, like really heartfelt. It was really entertaining for me. I loved it.
So now we have to decide what the rating is. So what do you rate this on your scale?
Like a number scale?
Number scale. I'm giving Toy Story 4 an A-, and you give yours a 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10, solid A.
Solid. Guys, thank you for chiming in and checking this channel out. At home, go ahead and give her a round of applause. We'll wait. Hold on. Give him a sec.
Thank you.
The next time that we'll probably do another review together will probably be Lion King. I think that's July 16th, 14th, 16th, somewhere around there. I think we're going to do that one because that's just another big, like, you're a fan of everything Pixar and Disney. Yeah. So, but again, thank you guys as always. And please like and subscribe below so you can check out more of these reviews coming out. And here in about, I would say, a couple weeks, I will have a throwback movie review. I've asked a lot of people and they were kind of throwing out ideas of which one they wanted me to go back and do. And I'm going to try to watch that and get my own personal refreshed review on it and out for you guys. But again, thank you guys, and I will see you next week.